Today we're here in beautiful English Mountain. This is where our journey is going to start today. Of course, you all know if you've been watching for a while, I absolutely love this place. And it's turning green. I like the barns and the farms and the mountains in the background. And there's cows out there grazing.
Moving.
Yeah, you can hear the cows mooing. You ready, Dawn?
Ready.
Let's do this. Definitely God's country. I love all the farms and the mountains in the background, the luscious green grass. That is picture perfect right there. Oh, there's nothing like East Tennessee. And we're gonna drive up here and maybe say hi to the cows up here. But I love these little roadside farms that you'll find dotted along the road, and they're usually right up against the road. Just a little farm. Life in the mountains, right? Oh, there's a little cellar.
Oh, wow.
Off the side of the road there.
Good morning, everyone. There's 3 little babies out there by the log.
Oh, they're just little ones, huh?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, little ones.
They're curious too. They're like looking.
They're all kind of bunched together. Then you got the mom and dad over here grazing. A beautiful day to be outside. Good morning, Mr. Cows. Moo!
He's looking at you.
Yep.
We're on an adventure today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a little white-faced one over here by the gate. Let's see.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, right here. He's like...
I see him. Good morning, Mr. White-Faced Cow.
Well, hello. What you doing, huh? We see you. There you are.
There you are.
You're scruffy.
He wants a bath.
You want a bath?
I think all of them want baths. Who wouldn't want to be scrubbed and brushed up with some hot, soapy water? Stay away from that. You don't want the fence, dude.
Okay, guys. We're on an adventure.
Good day.
Good day. Cattle crossing ahead. Absolutely beautiful. Love that old Tennessee home there. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely beautiful, yeah.
You can see that up in the hayloft,
Yeah.
conveyor belt of some sort, I think.
It's the hayloft, yeah. There's nothing like these Tennessee farms. We're over here in Chestnut Hill by the Bush Brothers Best Baked Beans, AJ Bush. And we're going to turn here and head towards Dandridge. And that's the famous factory there where they make all that bean goodness.
Beans.
The musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. So we're going to head towards Dandridge, which is the second oldest city or town, something like that, in Tennessee. Some folks argue that, but that's what they say. And then we're going to head up towards Bean Station up that way. I think we're going to go to Rutledge first, then we'll head over towards Bean Station. we're just gonna do a bunch of exploring today. Yeah, so we're just outside of Dandridge, and that's the new bridge. Used to have a cantilever style bridge, like a one-laner. That's long gone. In fact, one of my first vlogs on my channel was crossing the old bridge that used to be here. Beautiful Douglas Lake. We've come through here before on a pontoon. It was a lot of fun. The water levels are still down. It won't be until like Memorial Day weekend when the levels will be back to normal. And they do that pretty much the whole summer. And then in the winter months, they drop them back down. It is such a beautiful day. It's a little cool, but still, it's a nice, beautiful day. And I'm excited to go up towards this part of Tennessee. I might have been through here once a long time ago, but I just don't remember it. But we're gonna head over towards like the Rogersville area, Bean Station, and there was a big battle that was fought during the Civil War at Bean Station. We're gonna go through there, and yeah, look for an adventure, right? We're out for an adventure today. So now we're heading into Dandridge, and it's named after Martha Dandridge, Washington. Yes, George Washington's wife. Beautiful town. They built a dike here. If they didn't, this would have all been flooded. Very nice town. They have a nice lunch counter here, an old-fashioned pharmacy lunch counter. Just a really nice historical little town here. I got the little barber shop, and we've showed this in a video before. We have a video in our library. I'll put a link in the description below. We're not gonna stop here today, though. We're just gonna drive through. Yeah, the Tinsey Bible and Drug. It's an old soda fountain. I highly recommend going and doing lunch there. So, nothing fancy, but got some good food. Good burgers. Looks like they're doing a lot of renovation in town here too. Yeah, so now we're here at Cherokee Lake or Cherokee Dam, and I have never been here before. So I don't know, I got this little picnic area. I think the lake is on the other side of this. Oh, it is. Yeah, I've never been out here to Cherokee Lake. Looks pretty. Got a campground here. This is a nice area to have a picnic. They got picnic tables. They got a nice little beach down there. You could probably swim around down there, Dawn.
Put my feet in there.
It does say it's a beach, so that's a beach down there. Nice little walking area, and oh wow, yeah, that tree is beautiful. Great photo right here. Yeah, Cherokee Lake is beautiful. I got a really nice photo of that tree blooming and the water in the background. It's a nice photo. And there's the dam itself. It looks like Douglas, maybe not as big. So we're here in Rutledge, here in Granger County. And what is Granger County known for?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, yes. And chances are, if you have tomatoes on your sandwiches or whatever, it comes from this area. They're well known. The area, the soil, and everything is, I guess, it's perfect for tomatoes. And they're leading producer of it. But behind us is an old jailhouse. We're going to check it out. We're going to kind of look around town. They also have the Granger County Tomato Festival, which we've actually done. That was our only other time we've ever been here, was for the Tomato Festival. This is my first butterfly this year. Oh, there. He's going through the dandelions. It says the old Granger County Jail. It was built in 1848. Renovated in 1984. And look at this door, Dawn. Oh boy. It does. You don't want to be on the other end of this, do you? And I got a little symbol there. And it's got old bars here on the windows. Now, I think during certain times of the year, they have tours of this. And I think around the Tomato Festival, they do. We'll have to come back this year for the Tomato Festival. It's been, gosh, 5-6 years since we've been. Yeah, I bet you if these walls could talk, they'd have stories to tell. I like the brickwork at the top. Well, let's go explore the rest of town. Corner of the window there, I just noticed there's a cross. Check out this old house here. You can tell it's old. It's got that old Tennessee look, that old federal look to it. And across the street, it looks like an old bank. It's called the Rutledge Depot now. Yeah, it's a little downtown. Welcome to historic Granger County, a trail through time. So that's what they're considering themselves, a trail through time. Everybody knows that Greenville is the home of President Johnson, but this here is Johnson's first tailor shop. 17th president of the United States. And there it is. Andrew Johnson's first tailor shop. 1826. Right here on the front of the Granger County Courthouse. This is not the original shop. This is a replica. I just noticed that on the sign there. But this is what it would have been like. There's the old Rutledge jail. We just went there. We just come back from there. There's a spring house at historic Tate Springs Hotel. Mineral water from this spring was shipped all over the U.S. I'm wondering if that's still there. But yeah, they got a little bit of history. There's a lot of history here. Oh my goodness, Phil Gardner is from Rutledge here? I didn't know that. He's a famous A. A lot of history here. More than I thought. You know, I first rolled into town, I was like, oh, it's a small, cute little town. And it is. But then to learn there's a lot of history here. Yeah. Well, on to Bean Station. C7 States. Sea Rock City. Usually see them on the side of barns, but this one is on the roof. So we're here at the Bean Station Civil War Battlefield site, and it's out there. Yeah, this is where the battle had taken place. Yeah, so there's a little road that goes down there. I think we're going to take the Jeep a little four-wheeling. We're going to put it four-wheel drive. Dawn gave a face.
I don't know. What if you get stuck down there?
You get stuck, you just put it four-wheel drive. That's what Jeeps are. Jeeps love that kind of stuff.
Are you sure people can drive down there?
Yeah, you can drive on down there.
Are you crazy?
No, you can do a little four-wheel drive.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeller Jeep, do you want to go on a four-wheel drive adventure? Yes, I like four-wheel drive. What? No, he said wanted to go for Dawn. They were built for that.
What if you get stuck?
Where else can you four-wheel drive at a Civil War battlefield?
Well, I guess you gotta drive down there to launch up your boat, right? Launch your boat.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Hi, big
Yeah, one of our subscribers or friends just showed up. They're like, it's Will and Dawn. What are you guys doing out here? I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay, we're going. Jeep's going four-wheel drive.
He said, the Jeep says no.
Yeah, we never get to take the Jeep four-wheel drive. Little off-road anyways. Yeah, someone's launched their boats. I guess you can launch your boats from down in here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, just do a little four-wheel drive adventure. Let's go through the mud puddle. So normally we'd probably be underwater. This would be, you know.
So Will's gonna pull the Jeep up a little bit closer to the edge of the rock. He wants that photo, I guess. Now if he goes off the rock, we're gonna have problems. A little bit more, a little bit more. That's it. I wouldn't do no more.
There we go. Yeah, that's how you do it.
The Jeep's never done this before.
Do a little rock crawl. There you go. There's a photo of the Jeep. Yeah, the Jeep does like to rock crawl.
Mm-hmm. It's his first rock crawl. That's scary.
Well, you never let them, you know, take off the training wheels, you know?
I know.
Yeah, so this is one of the first settlements in Tennessee. William Bean and Daniel Boone camped here in 1775. Indians massacred the first settler, a farmer named English, permanently settled by William II, Robert George, and Jesse Bean. So this was the biggest tavern from Washington, D.C. all the way to New Orleans. And so this stone marker was in the front yard of the historic Bean Station. Of course, they removed Bean Station, dismantled it because of Cherokee Lake around 1940 when they were building all the dams in the area. Maybe they thought it was going to get flooded, or so they removed it. And this is what it looked like. And it says here, the historic tavern remained intact until 1940 when it was dismantled before the creation of Cherokee Lake. A later fire destroyed the building's materials before it could be rebuilt. We're learning with you guys. I didn't know any of this today. I knew there was a battle here, but that's the way I like doing this. I like going along and just finding out things for ourselves. It's kind of exciting, you know. We found the Tate Spring House. Oh wow, so this is a really interesting structure. It's a gazebo and a spring house. And I was reading earlier that people come from all over the world to get a drink from this. Or
It don't look like it's enough.
it don't look very yeah, these days. I'm guessing that's where you would get your drink. But they say this was world renowned at one time. And this is the only gazebo / spring house I've ever seen, bar none. And I think you can go to the top. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the top. This is starting to get sketchy. Yeah. Yeah, it's wow. Wow. So it's a spring house that's a gazebo that people from around the world came to try its mineral water. And I believe at one time there was a huge like hotel or something like that, you know, but I think that's long gone. So we did find a sign here. It says Spring House. Originally constructed in 1888, the Spring House was listed on the National Historical Register in 1973. This two-story open-air space for entertainment and relaxing was built at the top of the natural spring that runs off of Clinch Mountain. This spring was believed to have healing waters and was enjoyed and shipped all over the world. Yeah, and there it is, but we noticed that it's starting to rot in areas. But it's very unique. They say it's in Victorian style. It's set in the Victorian style. Yeah, cool. The gazebo is just over there, and then we noticed there's a whole different area over here, and they said this once was the bathhouse. It was built in the early 1900s, and where we were standing is a Olympic-sized swimming pool, and they said that wealthy folks from all over the eastern seaboard would travel long distances on horse and buggy, also trains and cars, to enjoy the Teespring Resort. And back there was the old resort. I believe there's a chimney still up there. On top of that hill would have been like the hotel or the inn where people would travel to. Of course, you can get your water over there at the gazebo, the double-decker spring house. And here they're showing what the resort looked like. Wow, that was a impressive building. And you can see that gazebo right there in the photo. Huh. And this is where roughly we're at right now. And they got some hiking trails in the area. Teespring Hotel, 1865 to 1963, and you could definitely tell it has that Victorian style.
There's the pool.
And that's the pool, and that's the building right there that's still here today. Over there. So that was a beautiful, beautiful hotel up there. Here's the wealthy folks that used to come here. I love their dresses and hats. So we drove about 10 miles out of our way. We went up and over this mountain ridge, and now we're here at a waterfall called Elrod Falls. And it's off the beaten path. It's ways back in here. In fact, we went by like a shooting range. There's a public shooting range here in this little park. There's a beautiful stream. And it's like an old school park, you know? It's pretty cool. So we parked in this little gravel parking lot here, and they have this little fire pit. Wow, this would be a lot of fun. You can just sit out here and relax to the sounds of the stream here. Now we're real close to the Virginia border. I'd say we're maybe 20 minutes away, if that. But I'm guessing if I'm looking for a waterfall, it has to be upstream. It is a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's just warm enough to where you got your t-shirt and shorts on. And it's supposed to be just a short walk in from the parking lot. It's not really a hike. In fact, oh my goodness, there it is there. Oh wow, yeah. She's very tall. I got this little pathway here. Right along the little creek here. Absolutely beautiful. And there's a little like swimming hole down here. Oh, this would be a great place to swim. This would make a really nice swimming hole. Now there's some fish down in there. A very deep pool at the base. Be perfect for swimming in.
Elrod Falls.
So you could tell it's a swimming hole just by how it's set up. They got some ropes dangling. Looks like the kids climb up the side and jump in.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's probably a good maybe 10, 15, maybe even 20-foot pool at the base of it. And you can just feel the cool breeze coming off of it. And no matter where you're at here in Tennessee, you're going to find waterfalls. And we like chasing them. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the river.
And the streams that you're used to.
You could tell this is a locals waterfall. No tourists come here. It's just, you know, for the locals. The wildflowers are starting to pop. Yeah, so when we were coming up here, there were some folks that were target practicing in the side of that hill. Yeah, so we're here in Sneedville. I figured we'll take this opportunity to come over here because it's kind of out of the way. It's kind of an out of the way place. It's the home of Jimmy Martin, the king of bluegrass. That's the Town Motel. And we are here in Hancock County, and we're here at the courthouse. And this is Sneedville. The only thing I know about Sneedville is there's a PBS station that broadcasts in our area, and they say they're from Sneedville. But it's a really nice area. It's surrounded by mountains, and it's kind of out of the way. And if you go maybe about 30 miles that way, I'm guessing, you'll be in Virginia. And Rogersville is that way over another mountain range that way. I love these little mountain communities. You know, they're so quiet and quaint, and you know, just a great place to raise a family, or you know, there's a lot to do. There's waterfalls in the area. We just got done seeing one of those. And the mountains are just, you know, surrounding it, and yeah, Sneedville is a very nice little area, very rural. Definitely got that mountain charm. Very nice area. We're out here on 70, and this is the original bridge, and they got it all gated off, and then they have the new bridge over here. So the old road would have ran through here. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Route 66. You see this on Route 66. Oh yeah, there's no top to it, so that's the reason why they have it. I love these old cantilever style bridges. And it looks like they're trying to keep this one restored, you know, like, you know, it's all painted up nicely, and maybe they'll put a top on there and they'll have pedestrians be able to come out here and walk on it. Check out this old time convenience store, a little general store here. That is really cool. Yeah. It's called Lonesome Pine Trail Trading Post. That's the official name. I bet you it's still in business. They're just not open right now because I can hear the vending machine running. Really, really cool. That is really cool. What do you think of that?
It's neat.
It
it's
is.
like an old store.
It is. It is.
I wonder how many years old it is.
It's been here a long time. There used to have gas pumps probably out here. And that's what I live for. Things like that. Just amazing. It was worth to come all the way out here for that. So we're out here on 70. 70, we're heading into Rogersville. Yeah, so we're here at Thomas Amis Historic Park, Dam, Waterfall, and Eatery. And we've been suggested to come out and check this out. I heard the food is amazing. And yeah, I think we're gonna grab a bite to eat because it's 5 o'clock. Amos Mill Eatery. Oh, Dawn, look. Oh, there's a dam down there. Oh, you get to walk right over a millstone. Yeah, they're open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Oh, I got a nice little seating area on the inside, but we opted to sit out on the patio here. We decided to eat out here on the patio. Yeah, we can watch the water come over the dam here. Yeah, so here's their appetizers. Yeah, we got salads. Here's the entrees. Ooh, we got chicken parmesan, smothered chicken. And they have a ribeye, a 12 ounce for $25. It comes with 2 sides. Yeah, so they have a little bit of everything here. They also have their smoked meats. They got a bone-in chicken, pasta. So they have a little bit of everything here. They have some sandwiches over here, and kids menu. So Dawn ordered the chicken parmesan. I ordered a half rack of ribs, and I got coleslaw and fries for sides.
It's garlic bread.
So it's a garlic bread?
Mm-hmm. It tastes the garlic, and it's got butter in it.
It looks real garlic, and I can smell the garlic. Okay, so it says Thomas Amis is actually pronounced Amy. So it's Thomas Amy. John Sevier, which we know was the first governor of Tennessee, and Francis Marion are just few of the men from this area. Thomas Amy drew from the French military service in 1771, and he helped the American patriots against the British. So he's an American patriot, and yeah, it's pronounced Amy. So I've already got that wrong. It's not Amos. It's Thomas Amy, and this is Amy Mill. So here's the layout of the land. There's a welcome center. The old mill used to sit right here, and then here's the eatery where we're at now. And then you can go all the way back, and here's the estate here, 1781, and just some of the buildings that are on property. It is here. Look at that. So I ordered the half rack of ribs. Looks good. And some coleslaw, and got some ketchup and the fries, and it smells really, really good. And you got the chicken parm. Now look at that. That looks... So first off, your Brussels sprouts look absolutely amazing. And then there's a big old chicken patty in there, and
like spaghetti underneath.
Yeah, and you got some angel hair pasta. Wow, I should have got what you got, but I don't. Mine looks good too. So.
Peanut Brussels sprouts. Those are good.
They're sweet. They're done right. Wow. Get into that Parmesan now. Look at. Oh wow, it's piping hot. You can see it steaming. The Parmesan is good, huh? Wow. Looks good. Oh my gosh, it does. It smells really good, and you said it was really good. Is it good? These fries are like fair fries, you know? Really good, nice and salty.
How's this? Oh.
It's a vinegar based. but it's still a little creamy. And you can tell everything is homemade. You know what I mean? Everything is. They fall off the right
bone.
off the bone in there. Look how hot that is.
They look tender.
It's just steaming. Drinks are $3. Dawn's chicken parmesan was $14. My half rack of ribs is $14. Our total came out to $37.32. We're gonna sit down on a swing and talk about our experience here. Thomas Amy, but I thought it was Thomas Amos.
Amos. It's Thomas Amy.
Amy.
It's pronounced Amy.
It's French, right? So what did you think, Dawn?
Well, we walked in, nobody was in there, so I thought, oh boy. And she sat us down right away, took our drink orders, took our food orders, and the food came out. It was about 10, 15, 20-minute wait for food. That's not bad.
No.
And the food came out so hot, so fresh. I ordered the chicken parmesan, had like spaghetti underneath it, and there was a certain name for the noodle, I can't remember it. But it's on the menu. And then the Brussels sprouts. The Brussels sprouts had a sweetness to them. It was so good. And I like the garlic bread.
You could tell everything is like homemade, or at least it was really good. And my ribs were fall off the bone, really good. Wow, everything was amazing. But I first walked in, I was like, oh, this ain't gonna be that good, you know.
It was good.
Now, this was recommended by you guys out there. You guys have been asking us for a long time to do this place, and guys, it was good. It was really good.
Highly recommended. I'd highly recommend it to someone else.
Yeah. Historic steps, right?
Yep.
So the Amy Mill Dam was built in 1781. And there it is. Could you imagine that this dam was built in the birth of this country? Very beautiful, isn't it? Very, very, very pretty. Lumber and grist mill, 1781. And all that's left is just a foundation. But it's amazing to see that, you know, over 200 years old. And what they would have done is the water would have came down sluice and then turned a big paddle wheel. So you got the old grist mill, you got the dam, and then up there is where we had our dinner at the restaurant.
It was good food.
It was good food. Absolutely beautiful. The water is so calm just before it flows over the dam here. We're only a few miles away from the Thomas Amy estate, and we're here in Rogersville, and look at this old school gas station. I know the sun is kind of, but it's definitely an old gas station. I've seen these on Route 66. You could see over here would have been the bays, the two bays here. And that would have been the lobby there. I think it's an old mobile station. Put in the comments below. I know we have a lot of oil and gas guys on this channel, but it's definitely a classic gas station. And around back here would have been the bathrooms probably. But yeah. Well, it does have a P up there.
I wonder what the P stands for.
Well, I'm trying to think of the
To go potty.
No, Dawn. It's what gas stations is there?
Pennzoil.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. A really nice gas station. You don't see these often. And looks like they're putting it back together. It looks like they're redoing it, so that's a good thing. I love seeing these old buildings get restored. But let's head into Rogersville, which is literally right there, and take a look at, you know, what downtown looks like. This is the first time I've ever been to Rogersville. It just dawned on me, the P probably stands for Phillips 66. So this, I'm assuming, was a Phillips 66 gas station. Pretty cool. This is a picture perfect town. There is so many historical homes. It would take a few hours to go through them all. Beautiful old churches. But the sun's going down and we gotta head home. We're gonna have to come back to Rogersville one of these days just to look at all the history. And of course, we're here. It's called the Clay Kenner House, Murder in the Streets. Of course, that's the house there. Oh wow, you could tell that home is very old. Rogersville, 1789. And we're here in downtown historic Rogersville. And here's all the points of interest here. I got the Crockett Log Cabin, 1770. Rogers Tavern, Old Tavern House. And yet again, we're gonna have to come back here and spend a little more time because, of course, we don't have much daylight left. It's already getting dark, but we're gonna walk through downtown real quick here and get excited about our next visit to Rogersville. Of course, I do wanna check out some of the Davy Crockett things and beautiful sidewalks. It's a busy little town, and we're in the county of Hawkins. And wow, it's definitely got that Civil War era feel. Hawkins County Courthouse, 1836. And there it is. It's a beautiful courthouse. 1836. And directly across the street, they have a Masonic temple. That's a pretty big, impressive building also. Well, they have one of those internal flames. You know, Holy Bible. And the flags are at half-mast with the horrible, tragic killing in Nashville. And there's a dog is going bye-byes in the car, huh? I love these small towns. So much history, so much charm. You can see all the architecture and the buildings. Pre-Civil War, some of these buildings are. So this is the Hale Springs Inn, 1824. McKinley's Tavern. It was built in 1824. Beautiful gazebo. A beautiful yard. A beautiful Tennessee home on top of that hill. I love that great big light. Just off the edge of the road here. Very, very busy, very loud, isn't it? You can see where the shutters used to be held open. This building was a Joseph Rogers building. It was built in 1810. We're here at Crockett Spring Park. And just down there, this is where Davy Crockett's family, I think it's his grandfather, had a spring, if I'm not mistaken. And this is also where the Rogers Tavern once stood. I think the spring is just down over here. So underneath this building here, water is bubbling up from the ground underneath this building here. I wonder if this is the spring, and it's feeding into this stream heading out this way. Huh. Here lies David Crockett and his wife, grandparents of Davy Crockett, who were massacred near this spot by Indians in 1777. So right here is where Davy Crockett's grandparents, of course their grandson, grew up to be one of America's most beloved Americans. Tiny little cemetery guarded by this wall. And Davy Crockett's grandparents are buried right there. Davy Crockett, Dawn. Of course, there's this little step up and over to get to it. Rogers Cemetery. It was a great day exploring the back roads of Tennessee. The sun's about ready to set. We have to come back to Rogersville because there's so much to do, but we're running out of time. What did you think, Dawn?
We're running out of time, but we did a lot. We accomplished a lot. We've seen a waterfall. We've seen a dam. We've seen actually a couple of dams today.
Yeah. We got to take the Jeep a little bit off-roading.
That was fun. He said no, and then he liked it when he got up on that rock.
He did.
He said, no, don't take me out there.
But we're going to be back here in Rogersville to check it out. There's so much to do here. Just driving into town and all the historical homes was amazing. But folks, that's going to do it for today. Here in Rogersville, Tennessee. Guys, if you guys like this vlog, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't, please subscribe so you don't miss these upcoming Smoky Mountain road trips. Guys, we have a lot more Tennessee to explore, including Rogersville. We love you, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Also, there's a lot of eateries down here, like little taverns. So if you're looking for maybe something to drink or something to eat, they got that. A lot of restaurants, a lot of charm. It's a pretty cool place. There's some old buildings on the side here we totally missed. We're gonna have to get back.